In lean manufacturing and with lean initiatives, we often talk about the concepts of creating pull and flow. But often when it comes to creating Kaizen systems or our lean initiative, we fail to create flow and pull. Pull means identifying the benefits of lean and creating pull in the eyes of your employees to where they see Kaizen and lean as something worth pursuing and the benefits as worthy of their effort. We need continuous improvement. All businesses do. We all deal with something called the law of diminishing returns. Those very breakthroughs that we came up with a year ago might be the very thing that hold us back tomorrow. Everything in life has a shelf life. Everything is either green and growing or dry and dying. We want to make sure we're always moving forward. So in your business, do you have it easy for employees to come up with projects and to implement them? Or is it difficult? Do you have good pull and flow when it comes to creating Kaizen? Hi, Brian McCourty here with Black Belt Lean Thinking. I want to talk to you about your Kaizen program. Kaizen simply means small improvement for the better. The idea of Kaizen is that you create a simple framework where people can easily come up with ideas for improvement projects. The basic Kaizen activity should be something incredibly simple that employees can do very easily, very inexpensively. It relies more on resourcefulness rather than resources. But there is a bigger scope of project, and these are Kaizen events. These might be something that require a little bit of engineering or more money or resources or time. And we want to capture those as well. The main thing is having a Kaizen structure in place that is easy to use. It doesn't matter if you're using paper or electronic. What you want is create a framework where Kaizens can easily be captured and reviewed and then get a stamp of approval. A team structure or by department is a great way to filter and look at Kaizens, making sure that everyone in a department or on a team are okay with the Kaizen. That kind of creates that first filter, that litmus test. If the team agrees to it, or the department, then it goes to the next level for approval from their manager, supervisor, lead mechanic, whoever. But what's great about that is that, again, that first layer of filter means, it's no longer Brian's idea, it's the department's idea. So the department has already said, hey, this is good, we need to pursue this. We need to consider the human element when putting together these frameworks for creating Kaizens. What I mean by that is it has to be easy, something that will encourage people to use it. Simplicity is our friend, complexity is our enemy. When something becomes too complicated, we walk away from it, we shy away from it. Something that's very complicated, we tend to avoid, procrastinate. And when we do engage in it, because we're usually kind of hesitant, not sure what we're doing because it's so complex, we might kind of take a one step forward, two steps back approach, ready to pull the plug at the first sign of trouble. We want a very simple program that people can use to capture their Kaizen projects. Really, when submitting a project, people need to be able to answer 4 questions. If I walked up to someone on a factory floor or in any business environment and asked them these 4 questions, and they can answer them, I can walk away knowing that there's a good chance that they'll be able to solve the problem. The Kaizen questions are, what's the problem? What's the solution? Who's going to do it? And when's it going to be done? That's your simple Kaizen. When those 4 questions are answered, again, if I ask someone those questions and they answered them, I can walk away knowing that next time I come by and talk to them, that project will probably be done. If they can't answer those 4 questions, a year from now, that problem's still going to be there. Again, we want a very simple approach. Another thing we want in the work environment is a relaxed, safe atmosphere where people can drive improvement. This means people have to be valued and they have to feel safe on 3 levels. We got to feel safe emotionally, career-wise, and physically. Emotionally means if something goes wrong, we're not going to get our butts chewed. We take care of that by having that Kaizen system in place, and really they're working with a hypothesis. Here's a problem and here's my proposed solution. Everyone's agreed that this is a good thing to try, so we're going to try it. If it doesn't work, that's simply the output. Okay, the output wasn't what we wanted. We're going to go back and rethink it and try something else. But you're working with a hypothesis. So again, by working that way, people feel safe to take risks. They're not going to get chewed out if things go south on them. Next one, they got to feel safe career-wise. If things don't work out, they got to know that their job's safe. They're not going to get demoted or fired. Again, we will take risks and hide things to protect our jobs, protect our careers. So we need to create an environment where people are safe that way. And the last one is physically. We got to make sure that, one thing, all those Kaizens really don't go against safety, that all safety rules and regulations are taken care of, and that the atmosphere is still safe for employees. Okay, so safe emotionally, safe career-wise, safe physically, and we got to make it fun. We're humans. We work best in a relaxed atmosphere. We want a good, fun environment for driving improvement. We're going to spend usually around 40 hours a week at work, so it makes sense to have a nice, relaxed atmosphere. I'm going to show you a video of a Kaizen program that we use at one of the Philips factories I was at, and we called our program the Idea Incubator. It really shows an electronic format we use for employees to suggest and implement a Kaizen project. And it shows kind of the fun nature that we went about promoting the Idea Incubator, which was, again, our Kaizen system. We went for creating kind of a cheesy little film to give us some attention, and I think we pulled that off. It's pretty cheesy.
Hey Jim, I was just up on the catwalk working over the overhead conveyor on line 9. Have you seen how dangerous it is reaching out over the end of the catwalk? Someone could really get hurt. We should do something about it.
But how do we start an improvement project like this? Who can help us?
I don't have a clue. That's why I was coming to you. Maybe it's not such a great idea after all.
We could ask our shift supervisor or tech support, but they'll probably just forget about it and tell us they have other priorities.
Isn't it interesting how a great idea can come from such a simple conversation? It's too bad that Jim and Michelle don't have a way to track their idea. Now that idea could turn into a point of contention and even something that makes them discouraged and can even get them down on the company. That's why Salina came up with a Kaizen system. With the Kaizen system, there's a way to track your ideas, and by using something called the Kaizen Idea Incubator, they can take your idea, put it in, and watch it grow to a full-blown project and become a reality. We feel like tracking an idea is a lot like hatching a chicken. You take the idea and you put it into an incubator and you watch it grow to its reality, its complete project. Now let's see how this would have worked if Michelle and Jim had their own Idea Incubator.
Hey Jim, I was just up on the catwalk working over the overhead conveyor on line 9. Have you seen how dangerous it is reaching out over the end of the catwalk? Someone could really get hurt. We should do something about it.
That's a great idea. Why hasn't anyone already done something about it?
This time, Michelle enters it into the Idea Incubator. She attaches her name and a couple of pictures to the project. This way, the co-workers and managers can see what she's talking about.
Hey Jim, I put my ideals into the Ideal Incubator. I think it may hatch into a complete project.
Great job, Michelle. Let's see if we can't get the rest of the team to agree and help us make this thing grow.
Now the team gets a chance to review the idea in their weekly meeting. Everyone agrees this is something that needs to be done.
Does anyone think that this is a good idea?
Yes!
Who can help me?
Why, here comes Daryl and his other brother, Errol, to do some welding on the catwalk. The egg is hatched. Michelle's idea has now been implemented, and now the finance team has a chance to see the results of her idea. Turns out it also saves the company money. Way to go, Michelle. Even management is excited for her idea. And so this just shows a very important role of the idea incubator. Just think what we could do with thousands of ideas. Stay tuned for our next episode, and we'll show you. Well, hopefully you found that somewhat entertaining. We had a lot of fun making it, and it gave some good attention to our Kaizen program. Remember, all you want is a nice, simple framework where employees can suggest and facilitate improvements. The easier and the more fun it is, the more progress you're going to have. We were getting roughly 1,000 Kaizens a year easily. So I know we were getting at least 500 safety projects alone every year because we really focused on safety. So hopefully, again, this gives you some ideas. If you don't have a good framework for Kaizen, you're really missing a lot of opportunity. People are used to managing problems at home, and they want to do that at work too if there's a structure for it. We love to come up with ideas to make work better. Again, if we're going to spend time there, we'd rather get involved in it and making it a better environment. So if you don't have a Kaizen structure in place, a nice framework, you're losing a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of money left on the table. Try putting a nice Kaizen system together. Again, paper, electronic, really doesn't matter. Just make it okay for people to be able to suggest and get the okay to pursue small improvements. Thanks for your time. Brad McWhorter, Black Belt Lean Thinking.